Board is called to order. Preparation for our business this evening. I ask everyone in attendance, please silence your cell phones. Place them in do not disturb mode. So I need this. Yeah, cool. Thank you. For your information, this, like all township meetings, is being recorded and shared via virtual meeting. Kind of above your heads for your information. Get started with some introductions, but before I do that, you're all here for 104 Hampshire.
120.
128, that's what I said. The Hampshire Drive application, you all are excellent, okay, good. The other two will not be held. Okay, introductions. My far right is Dave Conroy, who's the New Britain Township zoning officer. Followed by TJ Walsh, he's a solicitor for the zoning hearing board. Terry Young is one of our members. Scott Fisher is our member. Dawn Farber is a member of zoning hearing board. Bob Byrne is a member of zoning hearing board. Ryan Wentz is the alternate to the zoning hearing board. My name is Chuck Coxhead. I'll be chairing the hearing this evening. Some housekeeping for us. The New Britain Township Zoning Hearing Board is a quasi-judicial body required by statute of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and created by the New Britain Township Board of Supervisors. This board is chartered with a single responsibility to provide due process to the citizens of New Britain Township to appeal zoning and engineering decisions made by the township. The zoning ordinance was created and is maintained by the New Britain Township Board of Supervisors. The zoning hearing board has no jurisdiction over the contents of the zoning ordinance. We ask that any concerns regarding the contents of the zoning ordinance be directed to the Board of Supervisors. With that said, procedures for tonight's hearing shall be as follows. We shall conduct this proceeding in a manner similar to that of a court hearing, and all testimony shall be recorded by the stenographer. All affected parties shall have the opportunity to present factual testimony this evening, and all testimony must be given under oath. Only the facts and testimony presented to the board during this hearing will be considered. The board will first hear the applicant's presentation of their case. We expect the applicant to state the unnecessary hardship, how the proposal will not be detrimental to the public welfare, and any other grounds the applicant believes support the application. The board will also hear from any other individuals who wish to become parties to this hearing. After the testimony is concluded, the board will hear from anyone who simply wishes to make a statement or ask a question that is relevant to the meeting. And depending on the length of the hearing, we may or may not make a decision on the application this evening. Before we continue, ma'am, for which application are you here tonight?
The zoning for the.
Which address?
The North Lane.
Is
zoning.
that,
Was that for 104 South Limekiln?
Yeah, I believe so, where the barn is.
yes, okay,
Yes,
so that won't be heard this evening.
okay.
So as Dave has.
Won't be heard at all.
Yeah, the
Not at all.
application's
They've
been
withdrawn.
withdrawn.
Okay, wonderful, thank you.
No
Thank you
problem.
for coming, but
Oh,
no need to be, so thank you for coming, we just don't want you to sit here and say, why did we ignore you? So, thank you. Okay. So, our first hearing shall be for the application at 128 Hampshire.
But before you do that, also announce for the record that the application for 298,
Okay,
what's the
Walter Road.
Walter Road, Hackett appeal and application, that's also been withdrawn. So that application, there's no further movement or anything else on that.
Correct.
That was continued from the May hearing to tonight as well.
thank you. With that said, Mr. Wall, Dave, Mr. Conroy, will you please read a public notice and place the application on record?
Sure. The application of Benjamin Rush for the property located at 128 Hampshire Drive, New Britain Township, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, identified as tax map parcel number 26-8-80. The property is located in the RR Residential Zoning District. The property is improved with a single-family detached residential dwelling, use B1. The applicant proposes an addition and open deck to the rear of the dwelling. The applicant seeks variances from the following sections of the New Britain Township zoning ordinance. A, from section 27-902.b to allow a rear yard setback of 42 feet for the addition where the required minimum setback is 75 feet. And B, from section 27-2105.b to allow a rear yard setback of 30 feet, 2.75 inches for the deck where the required minimum setback is 60 feet.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Walsh, will you please read the board exhibits?
They are as follows. Exhibit B1 is the zoning hearing board application dated May 23rd, 2024, and included with the application of the list of property owners within 500 feet, as well as Exhibit B2, which is a survey plan, one sheet prepared by 1726 Land. It's dated October 20th, 2023, with the last revision date of October 30th, 2023. Also included with the application was Exhibit B3, that's a plot plan, one sheet prepared by Jeffrey Harris, architect, dated May 23, 2024. Exhibit B4 is a letter to the Intelligencer forwarding public notice that was just read into the record for publication. Exhibit B5 is the public notice. Exhibit B6 is proof that that notice was published in the June 19th and June 25th, 2024 editions of the Intelligencer. Exhibit B7 is the township list of property owners that are within 500 feet of the property that's the subject of the application, together with an aerial map of those properties. Exhibit B8 is an affidavit of mailing. The notice of this hearing was mailed to the property owners listed on B7. That notice was mailed on June 25th, 2024 by David Conroy. Exhibit B9 is an affidavit of posting. That notice of this hearing was also posted on the property. David Conroy posted that notice on June 25th, 2024 at 1:04, and he attaches a photograph of that notice to the affidavit. And lastly, Exhibit B10 is the collective Bucks County Board of Assessment record, floodplain viewer map, and aerial of the property record.
Thank you, sir. We'll pause for just a moment. Ladies who just came in, first of all, welcome. Second of all, for which application are you here? So there, we have 104 lots, 104 South Lime Kiln, that one, okay. So that has been withdrawn and will not be heard. There will be no further action on that. The one been withdrawn by the applicant. Okay? You do not have to leave, but I also don't want you to feel as though. Have a wonderful evening and thank you for coming. I'm not in charge of you, but I wouldn't counsel. that you do
Value
that.
your job.
Okay. All right. Are you all here on behalf of the applicant this evening? Yes. Okay, so we will dispense with party status this evening. Thank you. You can come on up to the table, whoever's going to speak. And you'll be the only ones testifying this evening?
Yes, we will.
Okay, will you please be sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yep.
Your state and spell your names.
Jeffrey Harris, Harris. Benjamin Rush, RUSH. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You may present your case.
All right, so the applicant, I'm, by the way, I'm the architect, Ben Rush here is the owner of the property. Ben and Sam, sitting there would like to put an addition on the back of their house. It's a small addition that would just extend the existing kitchen area.
Mhm.
Down on the back of that would be a new deck as well. With this neighborhood, pretty much every lot in this neighborhood is a quarter-acre lot. And with the B1 designation for this property, single-family B1 designation, B1 is really designed for a 1 acre lot. The minimum lot area for B1 is 1 acre. And when you apply those parameters of a B1 to a quarter-acre lot, we get the result of the front yard being in the backyard and the backyard being in the front yard. And that's essentially what we have in this situation here. There's no buildable area, buildable envelope left on the property to basically do anything, let alone in the nature that they'd like to do. That's essentially the case.
Board, have any questions?
So it appears that the current setbacks that are required currently can't even be achieved.
No. And as I said, the front yard setback is actually behind the rear yard setback, so there are no setbacks.
And this is a corner property, correct?
It is a corner property, that's correct. I don't think that would change the fact, even if it were not a corner property, it would still, you would still have that situation. You'll have that situation just about every property in this neighborhood as long as there's a P1 designation attached to it.
Is it a one-story addition?
It is actually a two-story addition. The part that changes the footprint of the house is one story. But there's a two-story above the other portion of the house that does not change the footprint. And it stays within the 35-foot set limit. There's no problem with zoning for the second story. It's still well below 35 feet.
But if any part of the wall, of the plane of the wall is into the setback, that's fine, because you get the variance that goes to the sky.
Yep.
Where is the front door oriented? To Hampshire or to Devon?
It's to Hampshire. It's to Hampshire, yes.
We've had situations in Brittany Farms where the driveway and the door are one street for corner lots and the address is still the other street.
Yes. The driveway is on Devon, and the front door is on Hampshire.
And I guess from the house perspective, it's a side entry garage, but it's a drive-in off of Devon, so. Correct. Okay.
Go on. Any questions?
For your proposed deck addition, what is the construction material that's in it for that?
It's pressure treated lumber and like a Trex or composite decking.
And will the deck be covered?
It will not, no.
According to the schematic or plan that we were given, you propose to remove the existing patio, but to keep the concrete pad, is that correct?
You have to refresh my memory on this one, Ben. Yeah, we're removing, there is a covered roof over that patio that's gonna be removed. And then, yeah, we were removing.
Probably remove the slab and pour a new pad on there.
Yeah, in the same.
It's
footprint.
yeah, exact same
Yeah.
footprint.
Same.
It's just in rough, it's getting older, it's in rough shape.
Third? I'm good, thank you. Scott, anything else?
Not at the moment.
Bob, Brian? Okay. TJ?
No, sir.
Okay. You have anything further you'd like to add?
No, so do you? No.
Yes. All right. Anyone else direction? You wanna do it here, video here, or whether?
You're not related to deep end.
We've completed the deliberations. With that said, do I have a motion?
I motion to approve the variances requested for the property at 128 Hampshire Drive in accordance with all requirements for zoning and township guidelines.
Do I have a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you-
Motion passes.
you have your relief. You'll get a written decision within 45 days of today. Good luck with the project. It shouldn't stop you from continuing your permit process.
Yeah, that was a question. We can submit for the permits at any time.
Talk to Dave. Yeah, I mean, you proceed at your own risk until the decision comes out and the appeal runs, but it's,
Right, there's no one here, so.
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine.
we have to, if you want to submit, Dave will cautiously advise you that you proceed at your own risk, but you have to evaluate that. We can't tell you what that risk is,
Sure,
but
I
look
understand.
around.
And just a heads up, since you are increasing the impervious by whatever, 400 square feet, you are required to plant a tree.
So that park you own?
Yeah.
All right, this hearing's concluded. Good luck with the project.
Adjourned?
We're adjourned. Shut her down.